Good morning and welcome to Don Small Oval in Tacoma on a sun-drenched morning where, Mitchell Eade, we have history in the making about to take place with Billy Denis about to play 700th game. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, 700 games. Would you please welcome in commentary with me the Regional Development Coordinator for the AFL and Wyong State stalwart, Mitchell Eade. Mitchell, good morning, sir.
Thank you, David. Great to be here. Great to be in your company.
Thank you. Good to be in your company as well. It's a very rare thing for me to call play. We don't get a chance to do it very often, so it's great to be here. 3 games today, and look, Wyong Lakes, Killarney Vale coming over to do the right thing, show a bit of class and respect, and they're going to also, I believe, it looks like they're going to form a guard of honour for Billy Denis, and he's, again, 700 games is remarkable, Mitchell. That's very rarely happening anywhere in the state.
Yeah, I guess back in the early days of our club, playing 3 or 4 games on a weekend wasn't unusual, so that's attributed to the number of games played, but nothing short of Killarney Vale showing respect, even though we have the rivalry over the years. They always do this well when we play against them when called upon. So well done to Corey Shackleton and the Bombers.
Yeah, indeed. Class act, and look, just waiting right now for Billy to come out onto the ground. It's imminent because the game's about to start. As I said, it's a very, very nice day here on the shores of the river and the lake. Wind is up, and I suspect later on today, Mitch, that wind's going to howl, and it could makes a difference to the scoring, especially kicking against that breeze. Yeah,
I do recall last year's cup game. It got very ugly early in the cup game. So the breeze picked up. It got very overcast. Slight bit of rain in the afternoon. So hopefully it's not mirroring last year's game, but hopefully the sun stays out for a bit longer and we have some nice weather.
It's a glorious day here, actually. It's a really, really nice day. It's pretty ordinary. Wyong Lake's about to come out of the ground.
So led by Adrian Reeves there, who's also the Auskick coordinator at the club. So plenty of familiar faces seen around the club in both junior and senior running out.
So a full guard of honour being arranged here by Wyong Lakes, the Wyong Lakes stalwarts and women's side and players and officials. And here comes Billy Denis, 700 games, absolutely extraordinary. And I don't think, Mitch, as I said, I've been around football in different parts of the state for a long time. 700 games, I don't think there's many players in the state, and yet alone the country, that have played that many for the one club.
Yeah, I think you're right there, and I guess with Bill, there's no signs of slowing down. He's probably got 15 years over everybody else to play in the 35s and over, but he's still going strong in the 2s. He's still trying to push for 1s, I believe, so he's putting pressure on Coach Solomons in the 1s to give him a game.
Indeed. Fantastic. So Kendall Clausen here with you on camera work and production. Mitchell Eade and David Redden here with you at Don Small Oval in Tacoma. 3 games home. Mitchell's going to join us for the plate, and then you've got the cup game with us later on. That's going to be a cracking game of football.
It should be. Both clubs need a win, and I wish I was out there contributing, but I think I'll do my best work here today in the commentary box.
So what's the story, just very quickly, what's the story on your end? How far away are you from, in all honesty, from playing, Mitchell?
Yeah, I reckon test next week and Thursday, just to see how I'm moving. Just an unusual calf injury, so not quite a tear, not quite a rip, but just a bit of discomfort when I run. Had 1 kick last week against Terrigal, and probably couldn't do too much more than that.
Very good. Well, good luck with it. Those calf injuries, especially when you get into the late 20s, early 30s.
I am getting reminded that I'm not too far away from the over 35, so not quite 35 yet, but playing like one. So, we're very excited for this game and looking forward to see the return of Mitchell Logan in the cup game. So, first game back since 2015 from an ACL injury. So, we're almost on the way here. 3 games of good football. And I've got to do a quick shout out to our scaffolding company, KPG Constructions, and Ben Pinner for erecting that structure for our cameraman. So very exciting.
Thank you to them. Not very far away from a start here. We're on the western side at Don Small Oval in Tacoma today, which is last year when we were here for the finals, Mitch, we're on the other side of the ground. So later on this afternoon, we're going to have a terrific view of festivities. Coaches today, Billy Denis for Wyong Lakes and the league stalwart Jimmy Newburn for Killarney Vale. I spoke to James and he's hopeful of a good day out today for his charges. They need a win, as do the Magpies in the plate to keep up with the leaders of the competition. It's going to be they're going to have to work hard to get into the preliminary finals with Newcastle City, Wyong, Cardiff and Terry-Lavoca being so strong, but these two sides can really play. Paul Forster holds the ball up and we're away to go. Good luck, Mitch. Glad to have you with me, mate.
Thank you too, mate. Looking forward to it. As Bill Janus starts in the middle.
Up they go. Tap out there from Wyong Lakes. Taps comes out on that far flank. Wyong Lakes wearing the pink sock stadium at awareness of breast cancer. Lovely touch. Mark taken back there. It was paid eventually to Hunt. Plays on, which was perhaps not intelligent. Could have gone beneath the knees there. Handball comes out. Gone! Good tackle, not paid. Oh, smothered brilliantly off the boot. So it's hard to get a kick early, as is always the case. Luke Flack gets that ball down with the left footer. Keeping low. No, that's a push in the back. Not missed there. Near the cricket block. Handball comes out from Broadbent. Play with the first grade experience. Thumps it forward for the Bombers. That's Corey Shackleton on his non-dominance. And I think, it's a goal. Brilliant from Shackleton. What a start. And Killarney Vale, 1 straight 6. Mitch, that was a brilliant snap from the pocket.
Yeah, pretty good. Corey Shackleton, not a bad footballer in his prime, but still playing some good footy out there. So, but just clean ball from the midfield there. Yeah, just keeping the ball off Wyong there, off the pickup, and goal from it straight away.
Yes, Corey Shackleton, a life member of the league, life member of the club. So great, and again on his non-dominant side. Umpire Foster with the ball. Tap out comes out. 49 was Bavister. Onto the cricket block. Comes out here to Cross Hicks. Played first grade as well for the Killarney Vale Football Club. Taps that ball out to Livings. Gets the ball inside 50. Wamboozle Shackleton. 30's Bradley Eade, one of the brothers, Mitchell.
It is, mate. Yeah, one of the older ones, or the older one. Just playing some good footy.
Good to hear. Dane Amity will join the 400 club next year if he continues playing, and he's showing no sign of stopping. Should be called a play on, is now. Puts the ball up to the hot spot. Marking contest. Dumps that ball out. Well done there. 28 was Anrad. Now free kick pulled out of that. 23, yeah, was Reece Dorr, I think, if that's right. I'm reading that right.
Yeah.
Is that Dorr with a footy now?
That's Reece Dorr with the red boots out there.
Thank you. And he's got some sort of arm bandage on his right hand. I'll remember that for later on that wrist. Goes wide. Picked off by Daly. Oh, he's done a hammy. That's going to hurt. I reckon Daly's just pinged a hammy. Vastly experienced player from the Killarney Vale Footy Club. Bavister marks. Gets that ball into the forward line. First time today for the Maggies. Oh, picks it up beautifully. Has a ping from 35, and it's going to be marked, I think, just inside. It was marked. No score there. Harvey. He has to be careful how he plays on here, or else it's a behind. Goes over the correct route. Ball out there right deep in the shade, and out of bounds. 60. I don't have a 60. That's interesting. Perhaps was that Menier? I'm not sure. Menier? I don't have a 60.
He's got 50 on the sheet here, but it looks like it could be him.
We might get that checked out shortly, actually. Just number 60 for Wyong Lakes. Right out there in the shade. Hard football at the moment, and held in. Umpire says, I'll have that, thank you.
And Daly's still out there too, David, so it might just be a bit of cramp maybe. He's just stretching it out a little bit there on the half-back line for Killarney Vale.
Also don't have a number 5 for Killarney Vale in the ruck there, so I might have to go and check some things out at quarter time, Mitchell. Down the line, down the flank, lovely work. Now, he hasn't said play on yet. Could have. Goes square, short ball, dangerous. Made it look much better than it was by Lloyd, brother of the great Western Sydney Giant player. 28 is Anrad. Goes backwards, that's not 15, but will possibly be called a mark to Wilson. Another player with first grade experience. Jimmy Newbird's got some experience out there today. Goes inside 50. Lovely mark, Shackleton, who's going to be a real menace at full forward. Driving ball on his right, picked off.
That's Lester out there, took that mark.
Another player with first grade experience, I suspect. Looking for options, hasn't got many, goes wide and short. Shackleton makes a contest along over there with Don't have a number 40 either. Okay, we might do some homework here at quarter time. Sorry about those numbers. There's a number 40 out there for the Lakes, and I don't have him on my list. I don't think you do either.
That's Potridge Cudge.
Potridge Carr. So I was told he was 17, so he's gone into 40. If you want to change that there as well for yourself. Ball comes out into the hot spot again. Where are the markers? Oh, should have taken that. Should. Flack didn't. And a behind given. So one behind to Killarney Vale. Killarney Vale 1-1-7. Wyong Lakes yet to score. About 6 minutes gone in quarter number 1 here at Don Small Oval in Tacoma. Mitchell Eden, David Redden with you in commentary. Next stoppage, we might read out a couple of sponsors of the Wyong Lakes Footy Club, Mitchell.
Not a problem as Mina brings it back in. Big Sean.
Comes wide. Got to take that mark and does. Warren. Right down in front of the con box. Contos right in front of us. Good contest. Tapped out the second option. Ducks his head. It won't be over the shoulder. Got to get a handball out. He's in trouble. Umpire says, I'll have that, thank you. Right in front of our commentary box position here at Don Small. Ground in superb condition, Mitch, isn't it? It really is.
Oh, it's come up a treat today, especially a bit of moisture, a bit of rain through the week, so it's come up nice and green.
A couple of showers yesterday and night. Gone, not held. Almost, it could have almost been paid. Thumping, ball comes down, and that's Daly. I'm still not convinced that Hammy's right. Goes off one step. Looks for Shackleton, misses him. Over there is, that's Daly in 29. My bad, 30 was Harvey. Oh, nutmegs him. Can Wyong Lakes make him pay? Denis, the coach, 700 gamer. That's right, ladies and gentlemen, 700. Cross X, gets it in low, and picked up by number 3, who we don't have on our list. So, got some interesting work to do. I've got a sheet here, a team sheet for Killarney Vale. I just want to have a look and see if some of those numbers are right.
Oh, touched off the boot there.
So 5 is Warwick Jackson. And I'll touch off the boot. Play on. Mitchell, can you just take the call for a minute? And I'll just
held in there tight as umpire Laxer balls the ball up. 35 out from goal, right on the wing.
So Warwick Jackson's in 5, Mitchell, for Killarney Vale. Jackson in 5, the ruckman.
Plenty of scrimmage there. Shackleton's just in the goal square by himself, unattended, which is a risky move by the Wyong defenders.
Score, Killarney Vale 1-2-8. Wyong Lakes yet to score. About 8 minutes gone. So Jackson's in 5, and Payne, P-A-Y-N-E, is in 3 for Killarney Vale. Jackson is in 5, Payne in 3. Comes out wide, dumpy kick, gets out onto almost to the centre wing. Dorr could have taken that mark, he ended up being uncontested. Ducks his head, one-hand handball, could have been paid. Wasn't. Good tackle, excellent technique. Play on there. Bobby gets that ball out. Just can't quite bend far enough was Weaver. Off the ground, he could have picked that up. Didn't. And it's a behind. 1-3-9, Killarney Vale. And Wyong Lakes yet to score. We've gone about 8.5 minutes in this first quarter. Play really centred inside the Killarney Vale 50-metre zone at the moment. Looking for his options. He's gone. He's gone on and played on. One of the great new rules in the AFL, I reckon. Interested to hear your opinions on that at the break, Mitchell, about the new rules and what the effect that you've seen them have at grassroots level. 29 is Daly, who seems to, he might have been right, he might have been a hammy. Amity, if he's non-preferred, picked off back there.
That's Michelini, first game back since 2015.
Wow, 4 years. Good to see him out there having a run for his beloved club. Oh, well picked up, right next to the creel block. Away go the Lakes. Move thumping ball forward. Killarney Vale read that far better, however. Got to get rid of it, just does. Touch ball called. In there is Hunt. Wyong Lakes in there, couldn't pick it up. It's hard to see in these numbers, some of these numbers at the moment. Ball comes forward. 50 is Mooney. Trying to tap the ball forward. Berkelman. Speculating, kick comes. Oh, it stayed in. How's that happen? Weaver over the shoulder. Has he kicked that? No, he hasn't. Another behind. Killarney Vale profligate shooting early. 1-4-10. Wyong Lakes yet to score. Mitchell.
Yeah, it looks like they're just winning the ball when it needs to be won there through the middle. So Wyong need to really assert themselves a bit harder at the contest moving forward from here.
Mernier at fullback. Should be encouraged to go long. His last kick was a beauty. Needs to touch it. He hasn't played on. That should be out of bounds. If he's kicked that out the square, that should be a free kick. No, it's going to be a throw-in, so it'll be a Wyong Lakes throw-in there, the away side. Sorry, they're the home side, so Wyong Lakes have got responsibilities for throwing it in.
The beauty of club umpires sometimes, David, in the Plate Cup, it's just
Yes.
players who see it and away from there. No boundary umpires, unfortunately.
Jackson gets a good tap out. Thumped forward by Killarney Vale. 47 is Flack, misses it completely. Away go Wyong Lakes again. Can they get some good contest actually there from Bavister? Good tackle. Reeves has got a free kick, I reckon. Goes square. There's a man on.
That's Matheson out there.
Thank you. Matheson at centre half forward. He's in 60, so that's the guy who's in 60, Matheson. Thank you. Marking contest here. Killarney Vale Rove ducks his head, won't get a free. Picked off Wyong Lakes, goes over one step left footer, can't pick it up. Doesn't go more than 8 metres. Oh, he's a chance at a mark. Couldn't quite take it, was Bavister. Looks like he's been around a football. Another good tackle, Reeves. Could have got his second free kick in 90 seconds. That should be over the shoulder, and is. Now, just trying to get the number of the player. Is it Bavister again?
That is, yes, 49 Bavister.
He's about 54 out. Reckon that'll test him. Gets it up forward to the hot spot. It's actually not a bad kick. And oh, mark! And not paid as a push in the back. No, 51 wanted that hunt.
Restore.
Restore again. I think you said the red boots earlier, didn't you?
The red boots, just in case you can't notice him out there. He's wearing the red boots today.
How are you, Braden? Good to see you, Braden Tice. Will be playing later on the cut for Wyong Lakes. So Door here, 55 degree angle here, quite sharp. Probably needs to hit this right side of the goals. He's no more than 15 metres out. Wyong Lakes need this. Door kicks it. And the score, Wyong Lakes 1 straight 6, Killarney Vale 1-4-10. Mitchell.
Yeah, great kick there. Kicked some pivotal goals there in the grand final in 2014. So we'd just like to thank Wyong Lakes Group for their sponsorship of the Wyong Lakes. Also Coast Sports Physiotherapy, who are here today, look after our players off the field to get them back on the field.
Thank you. Good comeback there from the Maggies. We've gone about 12 and a half minutes. Killarney Vale will lead him by 4 points. Good tough football earlier on. Reeves doing well up there. Mitchell with an excellent tackle and kept them in the area.
It wasn't a bad under-18 player, and he's just come back into form as of late.
Tap out there from Livings. Off the ground goes Cristiano Ronaldo tactics. Goes again. Jimmy Newburn's in there. You can recognise that figure anywhere. Hello, Mon. How are you? Good, mate. Thank you, Monique. Madalena joining. We'll be playing women's football later on. Ball out of bounds. Deep in the forward pocket for Killarney Vale. If you look back there, there's a slight breeze on those trees. There's a lovely vista out there, actually. But at the moment, it's actually glorious weather for football. Hopefully it stays that way later on today. It's a Wyong Lakes throw-in. 51 is Morris, and 57 is Weaver. They're the contestants in this ruck contest. Everybody else has got to let it bounce, and they do. Good discipline. Chance at a goal, actually. There's no one near him. Off the side of the foot. Could be a mark coming, and is Shackleton, who I nominated as being left foot early on, and he's not. Goes short and finds James Newburn. Newburn knows how to lead. He's a long-term full forward for the Warners Bay Football Club, and more recently Killarney Vale, the coach. Beautiful shot here on the camera footage on Clendor's camera of this one. We'll let the cameras do the talking. Jimmy Newburn from 30 metres. Beautifully worked, right to left. Goal, James Newburn. Killarney Vale, 2-4-16. Wyong Lakes, 1 straight 6. Mitchell lead.
Yeah, good finish there by the coach. Knew where to round the space there and put it away nice and comfortably as we thank Cartel Clothing again for their sponsorship of our football club here.
For mine, while we were just waiting for the ball to come back, the 6-6-6 rule I think is great for football, and I love the rule where now you can just play on from the back. I think that's the big one because you clear the wall at 50. Yeah, someone like Sean who's kicking this out here, he's almost getting it to centre wing because he can run out. For mine, that's a great change.
Yeah, and I think clubs that do it well really get that advantage of getting it to a quick winger or out in that space so players can run forward to the ball instead of just knocking it back in and having that congestion. So it's a great rule, I feel.
Amity roving brilliantly. He's done 375 times for his beloved club. Handball comes out. Good pressure. That's almost a push in the back, I reckon. And the umpire says, I'll have that, I think. That was line ball. Blackburn nominate. Weaver over beaten that time. Newburn roving. Jimmy gets that ball forward, and it's gone out of bounds. There's the score in the background. 2-4-16, 6 points. 15 minutes gone here. And it'll be has to be a Wyong Lakes throw-in under the rules of our league. Door throws it in. Newburn roving again, misses that one, trying to shark one. Could have been a push in the back there to Wyong Lakes. That's going to be behind, I reckon it is. Killarney Vale 2-5-17, Wyong Lakes 1 straight 6. 15 and a half minutes gone here at Don Small Oval in Tacoma.
I love seeing 82 out on a local footy field. I reckon it's a great number. Just you don't see that much in the northern leagues up here. Obviously in Melbourne they have up to 110 on their jerseys, but seeing Anatomy out there in 82 makes me feel very good about myself.
There was an 82 playing for first grade for Newcastle City last week, actually. Yeah. Munia goes out far side, thumps that ball. That's all. That's in the square now. The example of those new rules that Mitchell and I were just talking about. Almost a push in the back, I thought, to Denis. Throws that out. Matheson in 60. I've got to write that down too. And umpires, there has been a whistle. Just wait to see what the umpire's called.
It's,
Mitchell, can you see?
He's called a throw from the out-of-play umpire there, so it's a Killarney Vale kick for a throw.
Matheson was in 60, wasn't he?
Correct.
Thank you. What's his first name, please?
Ryan.
Thank you. Out they go. Has one bounce. Gets on his left. Drives that ball inside 50. Picked off. Should have been marked there by Camp Wilson. Handball comes out efficiently. 44 is Cogden. Buffeted out of it. Great tackle. That should be gone, umpire. And he's got. That's an excellent tackle. And I wonder if Ryan Matheson's from Bathurst originally. There's a very good football family out there called Matheson. Long-term Bathurst Eagles people. Little short Kings there. Almost encroached on the mark there in 22.
I'll do some investigation for you, David, at quarter time.
All right,
see what I can find out.
Interested to see if he is from Bathurst originally. In that case, I know he's old man.
Quick handball from Smith there. Looked very much
interesting.
like a half-back there, throwing the ball out to the winger.
Fast hands. Got a chance here. He's going to go on his left.
Morris on the left foot. Oh, there's Smith again. 50 out, I reckon there, David.
Yeah, he's a little bit more than that. He's about 60 from that distance. Goes centrally. Mark at the back.
It's Adam Tasker out there, also a club stalwart.
So Tasker's going to have this shot. Looking at the natural eye, Mitchell, this is going to be about 35 to 40 out. It's kicking into a slight breeze, and it isn't very much here at the moment. It isn't a real strong breeze, but low kick would be the go. Tasker, driving ball. Looks good. Waiting for the goal umpire. I reckon that's a goal personally. Waiting, and it is. Goal to Tasker. And what number 20 that was? There he is. So Wyong Lakes 2 straight. Killarney Vale 2-5-17. Just about 2 minutes left in the quarter. Mitchell Eade.
He enjoyed that thoroughly too, Adam. He not a bad goal kicker from way back. As we welcome and thank Nixon Masonry, who sponsors our women's team here at Wyong. And he also plays first grade James Nixon there. So Nixon Masonry Construction.
I'm looking forward to calling that women's game. There will be no holds barred in that game. Two teams that I think are destined for the preliminary finals in the AFLHCC Women's Comp, Mitchell. And I've seen enough to know. I reckon they're going to be really close. They'll be hard footy too.
I think historically too, David, the scores have been quite low due to the tough contest. So it should be a thrilling match at 12 o'clock today.
And one of the features of the Magpies women's side of the last couple of years have been they constrict other sides. That's their modus operandi. They end up winning games kicking 4 or 5 goals, but the others only kick 1. They need to kick more against Killarney Vale because Killarney Vale's got options. At the ball comes Combox side. It's a foot race. Dorr chasing. Ends up getting the football.
Oh, Reece Dorr 4-on-1 there. Done really well. Out to Cogden. That's
right.
Taj Colpin there, that kick there, under pressure.
Amity, head over the ball. Could have been tripped, the Wyong Lakes player in Matheson, I thought. Out that ball comes with hands off Wilson. Straight down the middle. That's dangerous. Should be picked off, and is. Well marked there by...
That's Smith in 48.
Smith in 48, thank you. The rather svelte figure of Kane Wilson there on the wing in front of him. Pog, I think is his nickname, is it not, sir?
Yeah, we call him Pog down here, and he's yet to impact so far, but he's definitely a feature in the twos.
Oh, lovely hands. He's 42. He's going to have a kick running.
Mitchy Higgins' goal.
Lovely work, and right for the first time today, Wyong Lakes are in front. Wyong Lakes 2-3 straight 18. Killarney Vale 2-5-17. Mitchell Eade.
Yeah, first year for Mitch Higgins, come from gridiron background, which is unusual. But he's a big boy out there and a great goal finish there as we thank Hillman Caravans, long-time sponsor of the Wyong Lakes Football Club.
He's got to be an offensive lineman. Look at the upper body size. I mean, he's a big unit. I can imagine him getting in there in a lot of scrimmage.
He doesn't mind a bit of a tussle, big Mitch Higgins. His brother is a fraction of the size that plays first grade regularly. He's been out with an injury as of late.
Couple of big ins today for Wyong Lakes in the Cup too, I see the great man Lee Moore's in there. He's been just about the form over in the league, and I'm not just saying that because I'm here. He's been in superb form this year.
He's been, I believe, at a Bali retreat, getting his body right. That could be non-factual. I think it might have just been a nice holiday with the partner, but yeah, it's good to have him back in. Chris Coop also is a big in for Wyong Lakes.
Chris Coop, folks, a massive in. So at quarter time here, Wyong Lakes. 3 straight 18, Killarney Vale 2-5-17. Mitchell Eden, David Redden will be back with you shortly with the second quarter of this excellent plate game from Don Small Oval in Tacoma. Hello, Mr. Morales. How are you? Good to see you again. Not playing today. Welcome back with the DJ right next to me going off, and welcome back here to Don Small Oval in Tacoma with a very good game of football after the first quarter. Siren about to go, just clearing people off the ground, and Wyong Lakes are leading by 1 point. 3 straight to Killarney Vale's 2-5-17. Welcome back, Mitchell Eade.
Thank you, David. Can confirm Ryan Matheson from Bathurst.
Thank you very much. I know who he is. Thought that was the case. His father played 400 games at Bathurst, Brian Matheson.
There you go.
Noble and Milby Jr. from out in western New South Wales has been an ornament to the game. Ball held in here, and Lisa Morales has joined us as well. Hello, Lisa. Welcome. Good to have you with us on Bar TV.
Yeah, hello.
Hello.
Non-speaking role.
Lisa Morales.
Usually.
Lisa Morales' story about how she played Australian rules is absolutely inspiring and fascinating. Mitchell, we might talk about Lisa
As
later
Denis breaks out through the middle, kicking it forward to Higgins.
Good to see Billy Denis getting a kick there. Out there's Harvey in 30. Getting a handball out. That's the big fella, isn't it? That's
Higgins,
that's
yep.
Higgins again. Ball goes out forward. It's picked off there by Wilson right in the depths of defence. Really has to come out this side.
Out to Harvey. Good release kick there in the pocket.
Score in the background, 18-17. The Maggies up by 1. Oh, push out. And pick 2. Push out there, cross in front, and we'll take a free kick for a push in the back. Right in front of us, that was. Cross. Dumps the ball long. Gets it up towards 50. Couldn't quite take a mark, although it was uncontested. Broad bent. And away they go. Flax inside 50 now. Up to the hot spot. 1-on-1 contest. Should have taken that mark. Shackleton be cranky with that. Oh, good tackle, Shackleton. Out there in the shade. It's very hard to see. Now
that's Lester with the handball. Out to Warren. And Shackleton takes it over.
Thank you.
I've really enjoyed the 47 for Killarney Vale and Flack.
Thank you.
Got some pace as Mum brings over the team sheets.
Hi, how are you? Good to see. Sorry, I didn't see yours. Hello, darling. How are you? The great Teresa Haggerty in the house for the Killarney Vale Footy Club on the Volunteer of the Year award last year in the Black Diamond Football League. Glittering night there at Belmont 16-footers. Will be later on this year.
Fantastic. Love our volunteers.
Yeah. We can't survive without them. Justin Loeb with the football. Dumps that ball forward. Marking contest up front. Where are the Rovers? Here's one. Well, you almost could have been Pinkford below the knees there. Ducks his head. No tackle being made. Now there is. And umpire says, I'll have that ball. We're about 12 or 13 metres out. Umpire Foster's got this. Munier and Weaver with the ruck contest. Munier wins it. Backhanded, actually. Ball comes out. Fair tackle made. Thought he might have taken him on there with Pryor. Could have been a kick to the Maggies. Not paid. Ball comes out. It's a tough footy in there. Should be a kick come out, and they've cleared the area, the Magpies have. Right out to the flank. Good bump. Once that ball is Bobby, gets it out. Must be a junior. He's playing on a permit today, Mitchell. I can see the permit. He must be a junior. It's cleared to play today.
Yes, correct.
Dumps that ball forward. Misread, really. Matheson now has a chance. Steps
back in.
He's got a man here.
Bill Denis in the middle. Missed him. That's Reece Dorr.
He's got a lot of the football early on, Dorr. Lovely kick of a football he is. Out towards the Combox side. Wilson needs to go. Oh, what a step by the little round man. Superb. Play on. Don't push in his back. He goes, falls over. Not paid. Out there is Turl. Gets that ball going down the outer wing. Livings, Shepherds. Amity, this will be dangerous. He can deliver. Doesn't let me down. Superb, Dane Amity. And that is Weaver inside 50, dead smack in front. And again, fortunately for us at the moment, Mitchell, that breezes that off. Plays on. Pretty ordinary marking, really. And finds his man out there in those Changalanglan's white boots.
That's Flack. That's my favourite for Killarney Vale today.
Luke Flack.
The speed demon out there. Just another pace faster, I believe, than the rest of the guys out there.
Get a good look at this. There is a breeze that's just starting to pick up now. We can just feel it here. You can actually hear it in the effects mics. He's going to kick from about 30 metres out. Slight angle, left-footed. Like it a lot. Goal to Flack. Killarney Vale, 3-5-23. Wyong Lakes, 3 straight 18. Mitchell Eade.
Yeah, good finish here by Flack after all his hard work early. Vale and Fire Technology, another sponsor of Wyong Lakes, and we appreciate their support. Second year in a row, I believe. So thank you, Vale and Fire Technology. As I mentioned today, at the toss of the cup will be Peter Banfield today, David, who's a fantastic volunteer of the club over many years.
Yes.
With his wife. So the Banfields have a strong history with our football club, and unfortunately the good guys are the ones who get hit sometimes. And yeah, unfortunately Pete's hopefully we'll get through, but we'll just do what we can in the meantime to help him out and make it easy for the family.
Fantastic. Magnificent 25 left-hand handball from Dorr. Dropped, however, Matheson over it. Can't effect a tackle on Wilson. He brushes that aside and Wilson goes far side, far wing. Over where some idiots, I did some donuts earlier on the year. I was just being told by a Wyong Lakes member at the break. Can't believe that idiots would still do that thing in a modern society. But anyway, doesn't help football clubs, does it, when stupid idiots do things like that.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. It's quite common up in the northern part of the coast here, but we haven't been hit for a little while, which is nice.
Livings grabs it out of the contest. Continuing on, lovely speed there. Picks that up and thumps it forward. Well inside 50. And is that out on the full, or is that, I think it is this time.
Yeah, hands have gone up out there.
And 55, I don't have a 55. Number 55's got that ball deep out in the shadows. Goes down the line, marking contest.
That was Flack there.
It was Flack, couldn't quite pick it up. Left-footed, misses his target. Oh, misses one he should have taken. Magnificent right foot step, finish it, does. Great work, Broadbent. Superb right foot shimmy. And Killarney Vale 4-5-29. Wyong Lakes 3 straight 18. Mitchell Eade.
Thank you, David, as we always love the support of Wyong Legs Group. And the work that Beck Ives has done to get the Wyong Legs Group on board for us in the last couple of years. Fantastic sponsor.
Yeah, when we interviewed her for the website, she was an integral part of the Wyong Legs Group. It's great to see that she's doing that and it's good to see them supporting local footy.
It is. They support a vast number of different sports outside of rugby league, which is fantastic for all sport codes on the northern part of the coast.
And Australian rules as well.
Correct.
Killarney Vale 2 goals this quarter, up by 11. Don't forget, we're doing all 3 games here today. The massive women's fixture, Killarney Vale and Wyong Lakes at midday, followed by the cup fixture at 2 p.m. Jackson in ruck. Gets it left-handed. Denis in there, gets a kick now. Off goes Denis, short handball.
Reece Dorr for goal here for sure. Left foot.
He's got some skills, Dorr. Tell you what. Just misses. Well, that's Wyong Lakes first behind. Wyong Lakes 3-1-19. Killarney Vale 4-5-29. Ball about to come out. About 8 or 9 minutes into this quarter. Mark taken beautifully by Amity. Immediately plays on, goes to the raking left foot kick. Livings goes with one hand where 2 were required. And it's ball out of bounds, half forward flank. Over there and in the background, that's Tuggerah Lake, isn't it, Mitch, in the background?
It sure is, and it's sun's come out, clouds are clearing now, so it's going to be a great day for football, I believe now. Hopefully the wind leaves us at some point. As Max Warren throws it back in.
Thank you, Meunier and Ruck. Everybody misses it, and away they go again. Lovely driving ball straight through the centre. It's a big contest. Smothered off Bobby's boot there. Comes back again, gets a handball out, does very well. Jackson gets the ball out. Roving's Amity here. Good contest made, Meunier. There's Amity now. Off his non-dominant. Thumps it forward on the right. One-on-one contest! Well read Shackleton. Vastly experienced. And 300 gamer in the league. And we'll go back and finish this for his second goal. Goal to Corey Shackleton. Killarney Vale 5-5-35. Wyong Lakes 3-1-19. Mitchell Eade.
Killarney Vale just got the... winning the city clearance now and a big cleaner around the contest. So good finish here by Shackleton as we thank Cartel Clothing again for their first year sponsorship. They're on all our clothing as well, all our apparel. And James Roach, who plays in the cup, that's his little project business. So thank you, Jimmy.
It's good gear. most impressive. I'm not sure about that Collingwood jacket you've got on, though. What, Lucas Holmes, if you're listening, this is disgraceful. I have to put up with Lucas each week wearing a Collingwood hat, and you're in a Collingwood jumper. Come on, Mitchell. I know you're playing Collingwood colours, but fair dinkum.
Oh, mate, we're up and about the Pies. Don't worry about us this year.
I think you'll belt Carlton this afternoon. 1:45 this afternoon
that's
in the AFL.
it. Rachel Potterby just finished after her 55th kick to be able to watch that game today. So looking forward to that later on.
Jackson, left-handed, wins the contest, then gets a kick out. Well done. Good leap there. Couldn't quite take the mark.
That was Ben Kent there.
Kent, thank you.
First game back after a knee injury.
Bad one. Handball comes
bit
out.
of a dislocation, I believe, 3 weeks ago.
They hurt. Should have went one-handed again. Broadbent, who's actually got very good skills. Michael Broadbent played a lot of first grade. Oh, good bump. Good contest, actually, shoulder to shoulder. Ball sliced out here, wide com box. It's a 2-on-1. Warren's going to have to do well. He gets his hands on the football, makes a contest. Got to get rid of it. Ball comes out, ducks his head, won't be paid over the shoulder. 22 don't have 20, so do Weatherall. Gets that ball out down the line. Mooney can't quite pick it up. He's over that football. Good tackle made Mooney. Stayed in the contest. Denis scouting for a touch. Oh, it beats one. That's Wilson. Deep in the depths of the attack for Killarney Vale. Mooney rushed kick. Weatherall beats one, beats two. Can he pick it up and get on his left? Does. Goes crosswards. But Wyong Lakes read it best. Matheson's there. He needs to get this football. Can't quite do it. Coming out was Wilson. Lovely hands. Bobie. Looking for a man in attack. Where's Shackleton? Push out, I thought. Not paid. Daly in 29. Oh, left foot check side kick's actually quite skillful. Gets it out to 50. Matheson in there, knees to Shepherd and does. Little short grubber kick coming out.
It's Tasker on the wing there.
Tasker on the wing, handballs to himself. Gets a touch. Dumping ball. This is what they wanted. Wyong Lakes getting men out in the front. Oh, good work from...
That's Higgins.
Higgins again, kicked a goal, the big ex-gridiron player. And I think a free kick to Wilson for a leg.
That's your man out there, the Pog, in range.
The little round man. And he's going to be about 35 out, Kane Wilson. On the trusty left. Needs to kick the goal, Wilson. Driving ball. Very well done, Kane Wilson. Lovely spearing ball. Wyong Lakes 4-1-25. Coming back into it, Killarney Vale 5-5-35. Mitchell.
Takes a bit of pressure off there. Keeps Wyong freshly in the game, as we always welcome Ronnie Hillman's support. Hillman Caravan, so a long-time stalwart of the club. Life member of the club as well. And I believe the Woo Peninsula Swans is a life member.
Father of Tim.
Correct.
Thank you.
Cousin of Braden Toss.
Cousin of Toss, very good.
So great football family.
They are. Even contest there. Warren actually got his hands on that one. Oh, good. Was that hell without it? Dore, has he got the free on Pete paid against him?
Caught holding the ball there, Paul Foster.
I reckon that was 6 of one and a half down the other. Given back correctly. Lloyd's got the football. This is Justin Lloyd. Checking out his options. Driving low ball. Goes just past the cricket ball and it's perfect to Broadbent. Goes quickly. Corey Shackleton in front. Just too clever. If they can get Shackleton one out... Mitchell, he's going to cause some damage. Going for his third.
Played defence most of his career, and moving forward, I think it's not been a bad fit, considering with his skill set and knowledge of football, just knowing where to run and how to move.
Put that out to the right, and it didn't come back enough. Killarney Vale 5-6-36. Wyong Lakes 4-1-25. Yes, Lisa Morales is sitting right next to us. Came out to Australia last year and started playing football. Never played football in her life. Lisa's from France and has got herself a couple of rep Guernseys out of it. Plays for the Wolves and West Newcastle Swans and has done a great job playing football for someone that never played football in her life. She's a real credit to herself. So well done, Lisa. It's a fabulous story. Your story is unbelievable.
It's probably the best part about the women's game at the moment is so many cross-coders are able to adapt to our game and make an impact. So coming from France is probably a unique story in itself, but playing our game and understanding is a great testament to her.
Wilson spins out of trouble and spins into it. He's strong enough to get a handball out. Magnificent tackle and gone, I reckon. Oh, holding the man. Well, that's an injury. That was a 50-50 call again.
That's John Amran out there for the free kick.
Foster right on the spot, actually. He's in perfect position to make that
Denis.
ball. Yeah, Billy Denis a mark. 700 games, ladies and gentlemen. Drives the ball down forward. 1-on-2. Oh, good mark. Really well read. At the back there by the Killarney Vale club.
Is that Weaver out there, David?
I thought Weaver would be playing. That looks like him, but I can't see his number yet. In front. Denis another mark. Crowd building, and that's almost 50. Dane Amity with 82. Denis. 51 it was. It was Hunt in 51 who took that mark earlier.
Apologies.
Away goes cross 6. No, it was very hard. You couldn't see that number.
It's Warren in 45 out there.
Warren's out there. Jimmy Newburn, like a thief in the night, picks that ball
Flack.
off. Flack again. Left footer. Off to the side, I reckon.
Was it a barrel then? Looked like a barrel to me.
And it's out of bounds on the full. But no, just getting back to Lisa's story, it's an unbelievable. And the thing is with Lisa, you can tell she's played football because her balance is so good. She stays on her feet. And, you know, to come from never playing the game as an adult, coming from a different part of the world, even continent, probably never seen the game, to playing rep footy in 18 months, it's an amazing story. And stories like that, as you were saying, in our women's competition, a lot of people have played basketball and rugby league and union and football, and they're enjoying playing Australian rules, and Lisa enjoys every minute of it. As I said, to come from where she's come from and play rep footy is an amazing story. And I don't think there'd be many other leagues in Australia that could tell you a story like we could about people like Lisa Morales. That's where it comes down to.
No, it's great to hear, Lisa, and great club too at West Newcastle there, Wall's End. Great to have them back in the competition.
It's very important we've got another inner city Newcastle side, and they're going well. Ball comes out. Matthew Weaver. Out of there comes Adams. Goes long. Jimmy Newburn roving. Will probably get the ball back here and then go with kick. Gets it inside 50. Perfect delivery, Newburn. Grabbed at the second attempt by Payne. Now, he's tight angle here. Mitch, how deep are the pockets on that side? I don't think they're as deep as some.
No, and I believe the far side's usually the harder pocket kick from as well, not having so much goal front to look at.
I reckon he's kicked that.
He has no issues there at all.
What a lovely kick, Payne. And I'll give you a score check. Killarney Vale 6-6-42, Wyong Lakes 4-1-25. Mitchell Ede.
As we always love Nixon Masonry Construction. So James Nixon from the Cup side, his ongoing sponsorship of our women's team directly and as a club as well. Thank you, James.
A couple of friends of mine play football with Lisa there at Wall's End. Amy Pittman and Kate Booth, both of them are very good players, play good rep football.
Amy Pittman casually on the books now with the development team in the Newcastle region, which is a fantastic win for AFL locally.
A very intelligent young woman doing a law degree, can play the game, one of Wall's End's guns. And Lisa played very well on the rep weekend, didn't she? Amy Pittman, she had a blinder.
Yeah, just a levelled human being she is, Amy, and it's great to see her playing some good football as well.
Oh, the back! That's a mark!
Oh, the Baffers boy, Matheson.
So Ryan Matheson's got this one.
He's also a drummer in a few bands, old Ryan, so he's pretty busy Friday, Saturday nights, and hopefully he's busy here on the score sheet.
If it's the same family I'm thinking of, his uncle, Sean O'Donnell, won a couple of best and fairest in the Central West Football League. And if it's the same family, his dad, as I said, has played 400 games for Bathurst League fullback. Great players, lovely family, good people. Originally from Castlemaine, Victoria, the family. Shanked that one to the left just after we've talked him up. Trouble here. No, they get it out. Got to get it out. Does. Gets a kick out despite close attention. 37 is Cross Hicks. Beats a tackle. Gets tackled after it. Should be play on. Should have been play on advantage.
Yeah, they played it on now. It's play on.
Yeah,
31 out there for Killarney.
That's Jimmy Newburn. Newburn getting a few kicks around the ground, actually, which you'll love me talking about. He'll be joining me in the women's game for commentary. Justin Lloyd, driving ball. Chance, Killarney needs to get it off the hands. Living's off one step. Kicks another one. Killarney Vale having a very good quarter. Killarney Vale 7-6-48. Wyong Lakes 4-1-25. Mitchell.
Just some of their talent there starting to get the football. Jimmy Newborn out there finding plenty of space, and he's not a shabby footballer either. He knows how to find the footy and kick it as well. So well done, Jimmy. Great play. As we thank Marlin Fire Technologies for all their support.
Getting close to half time here. Those of you on live scoring, I've stuffed up the clock, so it's that's my bad. I reckon we've got about 17 or 18 minutes in this second quarter on what is a magnificent day at the moment here at Tacoma. It really is glorious. When I first woke up this morning at Wyong, I thought I packed the jumpers and I packed the beanie. I thought it's going to be quite cold. It's very pleasant here.
I was out at Toukley only before this game, and it was not very nice out there, not very pleasant, very Melbourne-like.
Indeed. One of the beauties about living in the Central Coast, you get good days in winter. Oh, that's a throw, not picked up. Hey, good tackle, Wyong Lakes. Decision is ball up, I reckon. Umpire Foster. No, it wasn't Umpire Foster. He's in the background. What's the umpire's name from Wyong Lakes, please?
That's Paul Laxer, life member of the football club.
Yeah, his son plays, doesn't he?
He does. He's actually out at the moment for broken hand, so not very good for Mason.
Is that him I saw earlier on in a plaster on his right hand? Yeah, okay, thank you. Yeah.
That's a off-field incident. Self-inflicted, that one. So
won't go there.
No.
At half-time, Killarney Vale 7-6-48, Wyong Lakes 4-1-25. The only multiple goal kick of the match is Corey Shackleton with 2. And it's a 23-point gap at half-time. Mitchell and Eden and I will have a rest and give the vocals a bit of a rest and come back with you for the start of the third quarter. Thanks, Lisa. it does. We're on. Thank you. Good to catch up with Kim. It's a bit hard to hear me at the moment, that music. We'll get that turned down now. Good. Good to talk with Kendall Clausen and Lisa Morales and the Mitchell Eade at halftime there about footy and broadcasting. It's all good fun. 23 points the difference here. Mitchell Eade will joining us in a moment. Back into the second half of this game. Lisa, you were talking a minute ago about... Come on in and say hello. You were talking a minute ago. It's interesting to watch the broadcast when you're in here rather than being on the field, isn't it?
Yes, it's like I always been curious to see what happened behind the field, like when you're not player. And yeah, pretty keen to be a part of this team.
That's great to hear. It's great to have you on board. And Mitchell Eade's going to do some commentary in this quarter. We've had a bit of a chat. Mitchell, welcome back. Just having a catch up there with the great Lisa Morales. Can I have that put out of the way, please, so it's not on the screen? And Mitchell's going to take over. We're going to share the commentary in this quarter. And Mitchell Eade in commentary. Over to you, sir.
Looking forward to it as umpire Foster throws the ball aloft. Bavister misses the tap there. Killarney Vale drive the ball forward. Max Warren, clean pick up. Oh, rough on the hands there, but it gets it away. As Amity kicks it wide of the pocket. Michelini cleans it up. He's under pressure. First game back for many years. Oh, clean. That's Shackleton for sure with those hands. And
Daly.
Great start. Great goal for Killarney Vale.
Daly, Justin Daly.
Justin Daly, who we thought earlier might have done a hamstring, but he's come good again. And the super Auskick coordinator down there at Killarney Vale. 54 kids in Auskick at Killarney Vale there.
And we thank the Wyong Leagues group for their ongoing support of the Wyong Lakes Football Club. Lovely snap there, wasn't it, Mitchell? Very well done, mate.
Oh, clean hands from Shackleton. And, I mean, that's what he's done best, is his clean hands for many years. I think a lower back injury might have hampered his season last year in the Cup, and it's good to see him out there still playing some good football.
Killarney Vale up by 29 points, 8-6 to 4-1. Continue on, please, Mitchell.
Umpire Laxa gets on the way again. Bavister with the knee, gets a tap but loses it. 51, that's Morris on the left foot. Pushes out wide. Restore in pursuit there, keeps his feet. But tied it up there by the Killarney Vale defence, which has done pretty much all day today, is work well in packs. Nice long kick out there for Morris. As Killarney Vale look to clear the ball again.
Berkelman in 46.
46, yes. It's tucked deep down there. Out on the wing.
I think that might be a free kick to Cogden for holding the ball decision.
Yeah, he's pushing back there for a kick. Yep, he's got the ball now. Good 65, 70 out. Looks to pop it up there. 25 out from goal, no mark. There's a scramble on the back there. Looks like Amity's there shepherding. 51 in Hunt. Clears the ball out, but out on the floor, unfortunately, for Killarney Vale defence.
Now, that's going to be I think Cogden might be taking another kick here, Mitchell. Deep in the pocket over near the Daintree Forest.
He will fancy himself here, David. When we do our laps around the oval, I know he passes it short to Adam Tasker. Just a fraction over his head there. Hard to mark as Smith chases hard. Handballs out wide, finds Morris. Oh, about the football. It's been tackled, but the game goes on.
Thought that could have been without the footy. Amity drives the ball left-footed down the field. And out in front of Payne.
I think that breeze might be starting to play a factor now, pushing the ball out wide.
It's interesting. It's variable. If you look over here to the left of the pine trees at the northern end, it's almost still. But over there on that flank close to the water, it's actually picking up a bit. So variable breeze. Tap out Meunier. Ball stays in. No one making a tackle yet. Out it comes Wyong Lake's favour.
Danny Smith.
Smith has a tap. As one bounce goes, drives it right-footed. Matheson should have Jackson for pace. Taps it out again, backhanded. Jackson's continuing to hold him. Matheson again, third effort. Ball comes out there from Weatherall, left-footed. Picked off there.
That's Warren there.
Got the lovely white boots on, has he? Max?
First game back in a short while, Max Warren.
Now, was his a knee? Was Max Warren's knee?
Yeah, he had a few lower leg issues as well late in the season last year. He's had a bit of work away as well, so he's only come back to the club the last 2 or 3 weeks.
Bavister and Jackson in this road contest. Throw-in serves Jackson's left hand. Weatherall tackled out of that. In fact, it's going to be a ball up, not a throw-in. Jackson and
Bavister there.
Again.
Yep.
Comes out of that very well, does. Oh, that's an Eady. No wonder it was squally. That's a push in the back, not paid.
You can tell it was Brad Eade too there, David, because the ball went higher then went further, which is Brad Eade's specialty.
I'm not going to argue with rugby
I can say that.
The advantage of having a microphone, Mitchell. Might add, you're pretty comfortable on a microphone, so. Awful throw-in. It should be rethrown and is.
Yeah, I think the umpire might even ball it up there maybe. No, it's gone back to the Wyong player in Cogden.
He should be trying to throw this to the centre, and he is. That's a much better, fairer throw-in. Jackson left-handed, taps it out. Oh, magnificent hands. Oh, goes off the right foot, Wilson. And Payne misses what should have been a simple chest mark.
Came to him quite quickly though too, that kick out, which was a little bit unexpected I believe for him. But again, chest mark could have been had there.
Ruckman coming to position. It's Bavister and Jackson. Jackson on his non-dominant hand. Beautifully roved once again. Where's Shackleton? He's gone for Hunt. Can't get him. Where are the Rovers? Good handball out under pressure. Munia thumps the ball up in the air. Doesn't eat and kicks a Gary Owen. Taps it out. That should be out of bounds in front of Daly on the centre wing. Over to you, Mitchell.
Thank you, David. Ball's stuck out there on the wing now. I reckon the breeze out there is starting to play havoc on the ball control. As Brad's going to throw the ball back in there, Brad Eade. Does a bit of boundary umpiring in the cup, so he's an expert in tossing the ball back in.
Love the fact his brother sledged him. That's great work.
Killarney Vale getting some clean breakaway play with plenty of hard running. Mina breaks the pack, short handball out. Oh, a bit of high contact there, I thought, but got away with it.
Good
tight scrimmage
cross
there. Oh, it's gone out wide again in the four and Lloyd. Oh, nice handball out. That's Cogden out to Matheson, the boy from Bathurst. Knocks the ball back, but Killarney Vale's advantage there. Nice handball over the top, and they're clear for the middle here. He can turn and go. Get it over the top. That's Flack running into space. Oh, coming out wide to 46 in Beckerman. And there's my man Flack. Wearing the white boots, and so he should with that pace he's got. I wonder if he might go the barrel here.
I doubt it. Interesting the ground's marked in white and black today.
Yeah, and the 50 in the 50 logo, I'm not sure if you can see on the coverage there, but are in a nice pink colour for today.
Yes, I see the guys are wearing pink socks. That's an interesting story there. Very sad story. Behind to Killarney Vale 8,755, Wine Lakes 4,125. Mitchell, could you give us a very brief rundown as to why the players are wearing pink socks today, please?
Yeah, so this is our 6th year of fundraising for the Cancer Council. Not only the Wyong, but we have for the last 3 years selected a individual or family to benefit from some fundraising. So Peter Banfield today, a much loved member of the club and a family that's been quite ingrained in the Wine Lakes Football Club for many years in different capacities and a volunteer. Canteen helped out 2014 Premiership team, the Banfields, as well as their son Nick, who's now in Melbourne, who was a pivotal player for many years. But Pete Banfield, we're thinking of today. Not well, but he's got high spirits, and we're really, really hopeful and excited to see him here today. Toss the coin for the cup.
Fantastic. Good pass there from Amity, and a excellent contested mark above his head by Livings. Kicking from no more than 30, gets it up very high. And he's kicked it, I reckon, just the way he's acting. Goal to Livings. Killarney Vale starting to really run away with this. Killarney Vale 9-7-61. Wine Lakes 4-1-25. Mitchell Eade.
Touch of class there from Killarney Vale, and you can just see that in these games, especially in plate, that a little bit of class can make a huge difference late in the third and fourth quarters, as we always like to thank Nixon Masonry, who James, you just walked past, getting prepared now for the cup game a bit later on. So starting his prehab, ready for the game later on. So Nixon Masonry.
Prehab, I like that. That's good. I've never heard that one.
Yeah, it's a bit of prehab. The boys are Sports Coast. Get the boys doing a whole heap of new age things, David, that are a bit unique to some of us older players that didn't do any of it.
Yep. He's running the wrong way. I wonder if he realises now he does. That'll go down. That will be talked about over beers for a long time. That was Smith. He's thrown the wrong way, turned around, and then got pinged.
I'll tell you what, Dave, he looked really good too, and no one came near him. He thought he was away there for sure, and tried to turn back after that. And just like Sydney, you can't turn right sometimes and head back the way you want to go. So got pinged as Killarney Vale try and win the ball here on the wing. There's Flack. Oh, clean.
Touched.
Reese Daw.
Shackleton. Misses, I think, out of into the full. No, behind.
Yeah, just snuck in there. Shackleton, he probably could have had another 2 or 3 steps there to steady himself up as Killarney Vale lead 9 goals, 8-62 to Wyong 4 goal 1, 25.
9.5 minutes gone, quarter number 3, Don Small Oval in Tacoma. If you're not in the northern parts of the Central Coast, you want to have a good afternoon at a good community footy club, get down here to Tacoma. There's lots of refreshments and barbecue and good atmosphere, good local community feel on a glorious day on the Central Coast. God's own patch, this part of the world of New South Wales. A lot worse. If he kicks that is sensational. He's hit the post. That was broadbent.
The ball didn't quite spin overly well there, but it was going in its intended direction.
It was a knuckleball. It actually went about 5 different directions. Killarney Vale 9-9-63. Wyong Lakes 4-1-25. Killarney Vale up by 38 points. 10 minutes gone, quarter number 3. As on comes the great James Newburn, and he'll go forward for Killarney Vale.
He's got a nice gallop, hasn't he, Jimmy Newborn? He just strides out there, chest out. And he might grab this one too here.
Yeah, makes affects the contest. Should have been against him, actually.
Great smell there, Matheson.
Illegal fend, I might add. That was straight to the face. Flack. Here goes the speed you were talking about. Almost too fast for himself.
He was almost very too fast for himself. Made a divot as he turned. That's how quick he was going. Sonic the Hedgehog is another behind there. So 9-10-64 Killarney Vale. 4-1-25 to Wyong.
Continue on, please, Mitchell. You're doing a great job, mate.
As Meter's gone for the torp. He's gone the barrel. It's just gone a banana kick. 45 metres out. It's Eade misses the contest. And it trickles over there just in front of the Killarney Vale players. 65 out from goal. And Killarney Vale just turning on the screws at the moment and putting a lot of pressure forward as young Kane Wilson, the Pog, can throw a ball in. Oh, high fend off there, but it's been caught early by the umpire.
And here we go. First time today, not happy with the high fend. It's handbags at the moment. Hopefully they'll clear them all away. It was a high fend by Bavista that should be left at that. Now, the umpires have blown a whistle. They need to stop.
As Paul Axis sends 3 players off. So late player Amity came in a bit late, I believe.
So these players here have now been yellow carded, although there's no card. So they are off for 15 minutes. You are allowed to replace them. So these 3 players. So it's Amity and Wilson and Bavista are gone for 15. Mitchell, 15 minutes.
15 minutes. As it's still Killarney Vale's kick. They've brought it back number 5. Jackson. Kicks it long. 25 out. Almost a clean mark to Shackleton. That's Morris. Quick hand out. Michelina overruns it. Eade wins the ball. Great handball back there. He's done some good things as Leicester fights hard in the pocket there. Ball still in his... Oh, that's deliberate. But being a play game, sometimes they miss those ones, David.
That is blatantly deliberate. I'm sorry. He has tried to thump that ball.
I'm pretty sure it might have gone into the lake. That's how hard he hit it. But it's just been called as a normal play, normal ball up. Michelini throws the ball back in. No contest in the ruck. Smothered there. As Amanda clears the ball out to the wing. Won't go too far. Might come straight back. Oh, not there away here. That's Partridge. Kicks it long. Oh, Adam Tasker's got him wrapped up here. Got the handball away just. Might have been a throw, but he got away with it. As he still fights again, gets the handball back. Pressure's on there. Looks like Higgins comes up the ground a bit. Oh, they're fighting hard. Come out wide. 55 in Jono there. As Adrian Reeves, who was really prominent early, went out of the game a little bit, but he's been pushed forward, and hopefully he can add to the scoreboard after this kick. Probably, yeah, really tight 70-degree angle there, I reckon, from goal.
Almost the exact position that Reece Daw kicked one in the first quarter, Mitchell.
So there's slightly different players, I reckon, in ability, but he's just shanked that. He's kept that left and stayed left as they add to the scoreboard. 4-2-26 to Killarney Vale. Healthy lead 9-10-64.
In other plate games earlier on being played at the moment, the other game that we've got a score at the moment, Newcastle City leading the entrance Batter Bay by 48 points in the plate. Newcastle City up by 48. Try and get some scores through during the day. Unfortunately, our internet at this exact spot is not overly brilliant, so it takes a while to go. The Pog, can he influence contest? He does. Wilson, he's been pinged against Flack. Illegal use of the hands, and Flack's away. Wilson not overly impressed. A little round man. Handball should come off and should kick that. Does. Lovely goal, Lloyd. Really classy finish. And Killarney Vale 10-10-70, really running away with this. Wyong 4-2-26. Mitchell.
As we always like to thank Hillman Caravans, Ryan Hillman, the Hillman family, for their ongoing support. As Killarney Vale with Flack involved there, just moved the ball on quickly, had players in motion and put another goal on the scoreboard.
Killarney Vale up by 44 points. 14.5 minutes gone. Quarter number 3. Don Small over at Tacoma. Kendall Clausen, Lisa Morales, Mitchell Eden, David Redden with you here on Bar TV. From Don Small over in Tacoma on a glorious Saturday winter's afternoon. Or autumn afternoon as it actually is.
As Bavis is off now, so Maffers has gone to the ruck. As Killarney Vale looked clear again. Gone out wide. That's Cogden 40. As Killarney Vale win the ball wide again. Max Warren read the ball better there, but has gone over.
I think that might be Poltridge Carr in 40, actually. I think
Poltridge Carr.
44.
Yep. You're right, David. That's why you're the main man in the business.
Yeah.
Just waiting for the players to get themselves set as Warren throws the ball back in.
Wind got that ball in, actually. You were right. The wind is starting to actually have an effect here.
We see our ladies team getting ready to warm up there. JG looking sharp in the 11 today.
Rebecca Eyes and Monica Madalena coming in front of us at the moment. Rachel Potts. And they'll be in for a cracking game of football.
Oh, it's just talent, David, isn't it? Just talent in both sides today.
The thing that is going to be hardest for every side in the league to combat is the 1-2 punch of Kanisha Murray and Rebecca Eyes in the ruck. That is very hard to stop. Di Crep at Warners Bay will give them a decent run for their money, but as a 1-2 punch. And Murray's just such a superb athlete. And
watching the Gala Day earlier in the year, it doesn't really give you much of an idea of how the teams are structured, because there's some different results there in the carnival earlier in the year to what the season's brought on us.
Well, I made a point of saying at the start that I thought the Central Coast would be favourites. And Newcastle were very, very poised and composed, and their teamwork was excellent. And I was a bit surprised. I thought the Coast would win comfortably. And Newcastle, second year in a row, they've won it. And Lisa and her teammates did a superb job. I know that our Warners Bay players were very pleased to be part of it again. Broadbent with the mark wide out in the wing. Probably try and find Shackleton. No, he's not going to Shackleton. He's going to Weaver.
Oh, good spoil there.
Was.
Blakey Lester, who's unfortunately omitted from the ones this week. He's played some good games in the Cup over the last couple of weeks, but not playing later on today.
Perfect segue for representative football next Saturday, Pasterfield. Mitchell, 3 o'clock, 5 o'clock on Bay TV. The AFLHCC Women versus AFL South Coast Women at 3 o'clock, immediately followed by the AFLHCC Men and AFL South Coast Men. Pasterfield Oval at Cameron Park. 3 o'clock and 5 o'clock on Bar TV. Cannot wait, Mitchell.
It's a cracking oval there too. I had the pleasure of doing the Academy Boys Challenge there only a few weeks ago. It's a great place to play football. Great setup. So looking forward to watching that on Bar TV, David. As Brad Eade
kicks it up as high as he does as well.
Yeah, he does. He just makes it hard for the defence to find the ball for a few moments there, get their composure. As Wyong's got a free there, that's Sean Maynard as he kicks it out. Reece Dorr here likes to turn and go, but he's just been...
I reckon he's got a cork in his calf just there. Flack's come in with those bony knees and got him in the calf. He's a skillful player, Dorr.
He can. He's got a big boot. He can handball the ball probably as far as kicks the ball as well, Reece Dorr, on both sides.
Oh, trouble!
Oh, just
Gang
absolutely
tackle.
crunched.
Now, what has the umpire... There's the umpire paid over the shoulder there. Wilson not happy.
You can tell by Kane Wilson's reaction there that he was not satisfied with that call from Paul Laxer.
He's got the Alan Border teapot working as well, the great man, Kane. He can't tap that through. Ooh, gee, you're not allowed to do that.
Again, David, it's a plate, so some things get missed out in the plate here, unfortunately, compared to the Cup.
Sorry, it's not a score. I think that Kane Wilson's going to get that football for a throw-in. I think that ball's actually missed, which means that ruck contest was legal. You can't tap it through. Yeah, and that's right. Wilson is going to come and throw this in now. Throws it in. Tap out from Matheson. Berkelman. Gets it out. Looking for hands.
There might be pain out there for the handball.
4 in Lloyd. Remember, there's 3 players on the bench at the moment having a 15-minute breather after a sin bidding, after a bit of a fracas. Flack, who's been Mitchell Eads' main man all day, roving at the back, is Broadbent. Can he get a pick? Can he pick it up? He's going to now. Ducks his head, uses strength, and delivers perfectly to Livings. Great football, Michael Broadbent. And Livings is going to play on and kick his third. Good football, Killarney Vale Football Club. Killarney Vale 11-10-76. Wyong Lakes 4-2-26. Just at the end of the third quarter.
And Livings worked really hard, David, there. He pushed down a good 60-70 metres right down to the goal square, just assuming that they win the football, got himself in a good spot, and rewarded himself by that hard running for goal.
Indeed, he ran very hard there, but very good work from Broadbent. Just used a lovely fend, good body strength. Almost the end of the third quarter, Killarney Vale have kicked the last 6 goals in this game. Since Kane Wilson kicked a goal earlier on, it's been all Killarney Vale. Payne, Livings, Daly, Livings, Lloyd and Livings this quarter. And they've done some serious damage and I think put this game away. Remember, we've got 3 games on Bar TV today. The women's game next, which I'll be looking forward to it for weeks. 2 sides that are really strong rivals and will be in the preliminary finals, in my opinion, later on this year. Newburn gets the ball out. Body strength again. Shackleton. Good mark. Uses the body beautifully. And 2 experience there. And Shackleton's going to take a kick, possibly after the siren. I've got the quarter as being finished now. And Shackleton, 30 metres out. Foster's got him on the mark. Get him on an angle.
Oh, being a bit cute there, I think, Paul Foster, giving him over half an inch to his right as he comes in. Never in doubt there, David.
Never. And I'll get you that. And there's the score if you'd like to give us a read, please.
Just classy finish there, which gives Killarney Vale 12-10-82 to 4 goals, 226. Like you said, that last goal there at the start of the quarter from the Pies has been their only really forward foray as a 3-quarter time siren ends just now.
Killarney Vale 12-10-82. Wyong Lakes 4-2-26. Very good performance by Killarney Vale that quarter. Jimmy Newburn will be very happy. Mitchell Eade and myself, David Redden, will be back with you shortly after a quick break for the final quarter of this fixture from Don Small Oval in Tacoma on Bar TV. Thanks, Liz. Back with you here for quarter number 4 of this excellent fixture in the plate between Killarney Vale and Wyong Lakes. Killarney Vale now up by 46 points. Not too far away from the start of this quarter. Stay with us. We have a very, very good women's fixture coming next. Wyong Lakes and Killarney Vale both in the top 4. And Wyong Lakes undefeated so far this year. Here we go, quarter number 4. Mitchell Eade rejoins me. And we're away. Jackson and Matheson. Matheson gets that down right-handed.
Out the doors there, clears the ball, makes the 50 arc, but trickles out there. Adrian Reeves has had a good game so far today. As a Killarney Vale player evades him in the tackle, kicks the ball over the top.
Might have gone out of bounds in the full, that one. That's over towards the fence.
As you can see by the trees there too, David, the wind's starting to pick up on that far side, which is always seems to play havoc.
Secondary whistle here, and is he calling a throw in, or is he?
No, he's calling back minor.
Yeah, it's not. It's not. It's actually an Eade, isn't it?
Oh, looks like Brad does it. Yeah,
Yeah,
you can see from his scalp, from the sun glistening off the top of it. There we go. 75 high, 30 long. Mitchie Higgins at the back there. 2-on-1 there to Killarney Vale, and they win the ball.
That looks to me like Shackleton's gone back as a loose in defence. Yeah, that's Shackleton at fullback. Jimmy Newburn's probably going to leave him there, and he'll mop up in defence all quarter, I imagine. Eade, lovely little step.
The shake and bake from Eade there. Kicks it up. 25 out. Killarney Vale clear the ball in their away here through the middle.
Shackleton.
Anrad just misses the ball. Bill Denis is lurking at the back there for a handball. Just missed. And Corey moves the ball on. Oh, great kick out in front. To the
Livings.
39 and Livings.
Who's got 3 already today, and that ball I think's gone out of bounds deep in that forward pocket.
Oh, he's called holding there, David.
Gracious.
Yeah, as Bill Denis. Oh, defensive mark. Courage. Coming across the pack. Clears the ball out wide. The door. He'd like his handballs. Thumps it 35 metres to the boundary for a throw-in.
Punching up there in front of Jimmy Newburn was trying to tell Mark. Good defensive work, door. 2 minutes gone, quarter number 4. Killarney Vale going along quite nicely. Tap out comes, well read. Denis can't get his hands on it. That's Weatherall, left foot up. Does a Shane Warne leg break, turn. In fact, that was Stuart McGill. That turned square and out deep in the forward pocket. Killarney Vale leading by 46. 56, I'm sorry, my mathematics is, my father will be spewing, he's a mathematician. 56, I apologise. My father, a university lecturer in mathematics, so he'll be very disappointed.
Very good.
Interesting growing up in a household with a mother that's an English coordinator and a father that's a maths master. It was an interesting place to grow up, I'll tell you.
I imagine.
You didn't want to get your spelling wrong, I'll tell you.
Ball scrambling through the back there. No clean pick up. Was that Newborn? Kicks the ball out.
That's a goal.
Oh, it's a goal there. Looked like Livings
Weaver.
there, was it? Or was it
Weaver?
Weaver
in 57 kicked that one. I'll get you the score update so you can call it, sir. Goal to Weaver. There's the scores, my friend.
13-10-88 Killarney Vale, 4-2-26 to Wyong. So just struggling a bit now with some classy touches there to Killarney Vale. It's a glorious day here, David. A few clouds circling, but the sun is striking, but the breeze is just leaving us for the moment, which is nice.
We've been speaking with family on messages this morning, and they're up there in the central west New South Wales, and it is freezing. That breeze up there it's bitterly cold, but here it's actually quite nice.
I believe there's snow at Barrington as well this weekend.
Wouldn't be surprised.
Tap outdoors there, try and fight hard. Morris just misses the handball there. Out. Oh, Bill Denis, he'll win this football. Oh, that's high contact, but he'll get up and keep moving. Billy will. 46 in Killarney Vale. Beckelman. That's Amrat at the back. Just misses the mark. There's Flack. He's just gone the bump, but missed the ball completely.
Injury.
Oh, the player loose there. 50 out and 17. That's Cross. Kicks it up. Top of the square there. No clean possession as the Wyong players scramble to clear the ball and just kicks it straight out.
There was a case there for holding the man. The Killarney Vale player was tackled without the football, but umpire let it go. I actually think umpiring today for play has been actually quite good. They've let the game go. They've let them play.
I think having two stalwarts of both clubs, just understanding football and just letting the boys play a bit today, big factor in plate football.
I couldn't disagree. I think they've done a good job. We have a right on air to say to question decisions, but overall, I think they've done a good, solid job. Jackson couldn't get enough purchase of it on it. Going wide, Jimmy Newburn worried out of it by Michelini, and out of bounds forward pocket. James Newburn will be quite a content man leading with his side. Chargers leading by 52. 5 minutes gone last quarter. Mitchell Eade will be joining me for the Black Diamond Cup. The Black Diamond Cup fixture this afternoon. Looking forward to that, big fella.
Oh, yeah. Mixed emotions. I wish I was out there being called on, but I'm happy to sit up here with you, David, and it should be another close game. Some good footy games today. I think all the teams are quite evenly matched in where they're sitting on the ladder, but also on personnel. So it should be 3 classic games of football here at Don Small.
Have you enjoyed your first venture into commentary this morning? Seriously, have you had a good time?
Oh, it's been really good. I did do one a few years ago in the early stages of Bar TV, but that was more of a baking than actual commentary. So I have enjoyed the professionalism that you brought today, David, and looking forward to this afternoon's call.
I think you flattered me there. I think you've done a very good job. It's good to have you on board, mate. It's my pleasure. And I'd like to also say thanks to Wyong Club for having me for this game. This wasn't a game I was scheduled to do, and AFL were very happy to Sam Zickman and yourself. Thank you for having me. Really appreciate it. It's good to call plate games because it helps me later on the season when we've got finals and we're going to be calling plate games. I can go and say, right on, oh, that's who that is, whatever else. It really makes a difference.
Strong mark there by Dawes, deep in defence. He's been pretty serviceable today. He's only played a few games back. He's got that wrist taped up, David. So he had a pretty serious accident about 2 years ago as he hits Adam Tasker on the lead there, who's expecting a baby very shortly too, Adam Tasker, which is exciting for him.
He's and his wife's first.
No. She's sitting in front of us here with the rest of the Tasker family.
Oh, right.
With the large bump.
Third by the look of this. Child number 3, good luck to them all.
Colton kicks the ball over the pack. No one within 30 metres of the goals, and the ball has bounced at least several times in there and stopped on its axis.
That is extraordinary that there is no one there at all. That is unbelievable. Ball comes out, dangerous kick. Here's his man, Flack, picks it up one-handed, gets onto his left next to the cricket blocks and dumps it forward 50 metres. And Amity's just coughed on off the bench after his sin bin. Driving ball, Amity. Gets that ball forward. Picked off beautifully.
That's Blake Lester there. That's Lester.
By Lester. Amity's going to get into this contest. Head over it. We'll try and tap it forward. That's a trip, I suggest. Is he going to grab his leg and say, I'm sure that's a trip. No, it's been called out of bounds, I think. Yeah, out of bounds. 7.25 minutes gone.
We have moved the boundary here a couple metres further inward there, so it's a bit deceiving that far pocket.
That ball's out of bounds on the bounce. Is it the black? It's. G'day, Wal. How are you? Yes, it is confusing because there's a black line there. It's actually the white line. Okay.
Yeah, the black line's to try and get the crowd back a couple of metres to give our boundary umpires a bit more space to work in.
That's a sensible safety option, to be quite frank, especially for young boundary umpires. It can be a bit intimidating.
Yeah, the crowd did like to get close to the action here at Don Small, so they've just gave him a bit of space to move into as Bill Denis hard in the tackle as a ball up by umpire Laxa. About 40 out from goal there, Killarney Vale's goal. Morris, they're away here. It's Danny with the bounce. He's running the right way this time, but right into a wall of Killarney Vale players.
Took one step too many. Got a kick out eventually onto the cricket block. Hunt goes very wide.
Oh, Flack versus Michelini here.
Michelini's actually done that very, very well.
That's trademark Michelini. He has been a astute offender for many, many years. He's come back and hasn't played for about 4 years, but still knows how to defend.
Great to see Wal Bembich at the football. G'day, Wal. How are you? Fantastic to see the footy, mate.
He's got a bacon egg roll, which is one of our treats down here.
Is the bacon egg roll up to scratch, Wally? Door right in front of us. This is the kids, and they're okay. Killarney Vale up by 52.
Looks like Adams there.
62, sorry.
Andrew Adams in there. It's a bit of pain through his lower abs there as Bob Dixon, the trainer in number 2, comes to assist.
Great stalwart for football in this district, both Killarney Vale and the league over many years, Bobby, and Sean as well. If you're listening, Shawnee, g'day, mate. Good throw in from Dorr, tapped out by Matheson.
A solid hit there by Dorr.
This is Hunt, puts his head over it. Wilson, that ball's gone out and it's been kept in. Great skills from Wilson, and he did actually a pretty good job of making a contest there. However, it's come away. Killarney Vale on the fat side, trying to find open pasture.
That's Reeves out there as well.
Amity, a right non-dominant side handball is a beauty. Goes down towards Turl. Over the shoulder mark, can't quite grab it. Where are the forwards? There's Payne. Needs to pick it up. He's got a Shepherd. He's got time. Just touched off the boot. Living again, going for 4. He couldn't from there, surely. Good contest, mate. Really good. Another smother. That's Weaver. What's he done? Another goal. Killarney Vale 14-10-94. Wyong Lakes 4-2-26. Mitchell.
And Andrew Adams there went straight to the bench from that last contest. So it doesn't look like he's in a good way, but I reckon with the scoreboard looking the way it is, he can rest easy on the bench for the remainder of the game.
Yeah, I reckon you're right. I reckon he might have got a lower back injury right in front of us here. I beg your pardon. I've called that a goal, and it's not.
Well, based on the crowd down there as well in the Killarney Vale pocket, they made plenty of noise, but it might have been jeers instead of cheers there, David.
Yes, so that is not a goal to Weaver, and the score goes back to that must have been a behind, and there's a second behind. So I've got the score now as 13-12-90 and the scoreboard has it at 4-2-26. I'll have to check that with the umpires at the end of the game. I'll go with the scoreboard and leave it at 14. It's not 14, that's wrong. There wasn't a goal they played on. So it's 13-11-89, 4-2-26. Pushing the back there, given by umpire Foster. And Matthew Weaver just has the 1 goal today. Pushing the back coming, and the ball's going to Lockie Wilson.
As Nathan Doyle just goes past us, who's a outstanding cricketer, but also a decent footballer as well.
He is a very good cricketer, Nathan Doyle. I've heard a lot of good things about his cricket abilities.
He's horrible on a night out, though. He's pretty tight on the wallet. Old Nathan Doyle there.
And that's a behind. Killarney Vale now 13-12-90 to Wyong Lakes 4-2-26. 11 3/4 minutes gone in the last quarter. 11:55 will be on air for the women's fixture. Killarney Vale and Wyong Lakes. Do not move off your screen. We're listening to us on Facebook. Going to be a cracking game of football coming up very shortly.
As Mano brings the ball back in, goes short this time, something different. Loose man and Lester in the pocket. He'll go back to him here, and hopefully they can find some options down the field. As Morris leads hard, he'll go to him now. And he's got it there with not too much trouble from the defenders.
Wilson's on down here on his own. Needs to make a contest, the little man. Does.
It's called into Eade. Gets the handball. 700 gamer there and Bill Denis. Oh, he's gone to Matheson, but it's been cut off by the 46. Berkelman there.
Back to Berkelman. Goes to the low ball. Finds his man in Livings, who's going to go long. Trying to find a one-on-one contest. That's actually been kicked in midair and gone into the Daintree. That's out of bounds on the full. Mooney has actually shanked that like one of my drives at Everglades. And I'm not a good golfer, I can assure you. Daly's going to end up taking this kick. Once they extract the ball out of the forest and the swamp over there, could take a couple of minutes. Yes, rep football next weekend, 3 o'clock and 5 o'clock, the Pasterfield Complex in Cameron Park. Go up to the hot spot. Bits of the wind is starting to have an effect. Mitchell Lee called that a little while ago. Why he's tapped that, I don't know. Dawes going to rove here. Magnificent left-hand handball.
Quick hands from Dawes, especially Higgins.
There's no one up here at all. Behind this ball, there is no one. So it's Pagan's paddock. Well done. Very well done, Cross Hicks. Down the flank.
It's Livingston again out there, isn't it?
It is. Living. Taking a bounce and taking his time is Justin Lloyd. Now he's got to get rid of it.
Speaking of rep football, Solomon Berry just walked past us there.
Very good. Oh, lovely pick up, Weaver. Can he kick this one? I think this time he might have kicked that one. Wait for a goal umpire this time. That's a goal. Goal to Weaver. Very professional finish from the 57. And my scores are 14-12-96. Wyong Lakes 4-2-26. That score may or may not be right. It just depends on what happened with that behind. The scoreboard has it as 97. So it's... I might actually stick with the scoreboard and we'll check with the umpires at the end of the game. 14 and a half minutes gone. Doing a great job, Mitchell Lee. Please take us from the centre bounce.
Thank you, David. As most of the sting has gone out of the game quite early in this quarter, but both teams still fighting. They've obviously got a bit more to play for a while with Bill Denis playing 700 games today. And he's still in the midfield. He hasn't made a change for himself yet. Hasn't done the change to full forward like some would. As Bavison's back on the ground now and in the ruck. Oh, very sceptical handball there. Just scooped it out. Living. But it's cleared out. Living there again against Max Warren. Oh, great finish there. Oh, in the slip quadrant, just misses the ball there. Michelini on hands and knees. Taps the ball out as it trickles close to the boundary line. They straighten it back up as Coach Lawler brings his truce passes all ready and wearing up to their warm-up there. Rachel Potts will be a highlight later on. Don't you worry about that.
Touched off the hands. Killarney 14-14-98 and Wyong Lakes 4-2-26. Rachel Potts is a handful. She's difficult to match up on.
She's not overly impressed by just missing out on the rep team either, David, between you and I. So she's got a point to prove today.
Noted.
Left foot. Oh, squares the ball nicely.
I think is it cross kicks? Is that 30?
Looks like cross kicks, and he's acknowledged the pass as well, which is always handy. 27.
That's Lockie Wilson. So Wilson's going to take this about 35 in front, Mitchell. That breeze he's certainly picked up now. Let's have a look at what the breeze does with this one.
Oh,
I reckon he's got a lovely bit of that. Beautiful kick, Lockie Wilson. That's just
kept his head down and just kept it on its course there with not allowing for the win, and it just went straight over the goal umpire's head there. So Killarney Vale really, really kicking away now. 15-14, 104 to 4 goals, 226. Less than half a quarter to go, I believe, David, on the time there.
About 4.5 to go.
There we go. 4.5 remaining in this quarter, where Killarney Vale have just really kicked away now.
They've been very good in the second half. They've kicked the last 1, 2, 7, 10 goals in a row, which is a big statement for mine. Living gets that ball out, trying to find Amity, gets him eventually. Amity under close quarters from Denis, the 700 gamer. Amity in, out, onto his natural left foot, and beautifully finds Flack. And he's put the hands up. Door just a touch late, goes square, and plays on. Lloyd could kick this. Can he finish?
Oh, Lloyd, goal. Oh, no, he let me down there. The goal umpire just paused for dramatic effect.
He did,
and
actually.
singled the one hand.
So 15-15, 105 Killarney Vale, Wyong Lakes 4-2-26. Mitchell Lee, Kendall Clausen, Lisa Morales and David Redden here with you on Bar TV. Don Small Oval in Tacoma. Saturday the 11th of May. It's a lovely afternoon here. Morning, actually. He just gets rid of that football. Seems to me that your brother's got very good hand skills with handballs, and with his kicking, perhaps there's a little bit of work to be done. Is this correct, Mitchell?
Oh, I'll tell you what, David. Early in our junior years, Brad was definitely the most skillful. So he played a lot of forward. He's actually leading the goal kicking back in the under-14 days. But, yeah, I guess over time, the body has let him down, and he's kicks the ball nice and high just to get it over the journey.
Flack and Newburn combining in the pocket. Flack on his on the non-preferred side from that pocket. Shanks the kick slightly over towards the forest over there, and it's going to be a ball in a minute and 3/4 to go. We'll have a short break here and be back on air at about 11:55 for the women's fixture, Killarney Vale and Wyong Lakes. Looking forward to that very much. And Lisa Morales will be a very interested spectator in that game, watching some decent teams that I think will be in the preliminary finals. And having a look at, I'm just looking forward to see both of you, looking forward to see who goes about establishing hard ball early, because they both go hard at it. And I want to see who flinches first and who's got the composure first.
It'll be a great battle, though, because I think Killarney Vale historically are a more attacking team, and Wyong are more defensive. So it'll just be about who gets on top early in that body and gets a score on. I think they both historically try and get plenty of points on it and try and hold it from there. So as Tassie just goes high there on Beckelman.
Contest right in front, chop out. Dorr gets a left-hand handball. That looks like the svelte figure of Kane Wilson, and it is. However, the delivery's not good from the little man. Living's at the back. Big man having trouble picking up eventually. He's got a lot of time. He's had time all day. Well picked off there by Smith, who will have the nickname Wrong Way for the rest of his career. Livings thumps that ball. Oh, they think he shanked that. Yeah, he shanked it
Kicked
badly.
it via Tuggerong there, but that's okay. It'll come back in.
Indeed. Over towards the Daintree. Thank you very much for your commentary this morning, Mitchell. It's been a great pleasure having you. Hope you enjoyed it, mate.
I have enjoyed it, David. I appreciate you giving up your time early this morning to be a part of this. Bill Denis, a long-time stalwart of this football club, and was the last person at the clubhouse before it went down as well. So plenty of history here with Bill Denis in the Wyong Lakes. So it's great for you to be a part of it. As a siren sounds, with Amity having a shot on the siren just inside the 50 arc.
He's a chance from here, yes. The fascinating story of the Wyong Lakes clubhouse for a later time. So Dane Amity's going to take this kick. He has a right to take it. He clearly took that mark. This is to finish off. Amity with the barrel, doesn't get it. Now, will that be a score? It is a score. That ball wasn't touched. That should be a behind. Just waiting. That is a point. That went through. Now, they should be giving that point. Can we just wait and see what the boundary up the goal umpire is going to do here? That is a behind if that ball was not touched.
Oh, I think they've called it, David, and the other goal umpires are already making his way up to 50 arcs, so it should have been a point.
That should have been a point. In my mind, that should have been a point. So game over, and final score, Killarney Vale 15-15-105. Solid winners over Wyong Lakes 4-2-26. Mitchell, thank you very much, mate. It's been a pleasure. We'll catch up with you later on this afternoon for the Cup.
Looking forward to it, David, and as we play his former guard of honour as Bill comes off, and I'm pretty sure he'll be cheered off as well.
I would say so. We might just hang on for that. You don't often see, if that's okay, Kendall, just for a minute, you don't often see someone play 700 games of football. We'll just wait for that, and then we'll leave you for a moment. But just wait and see if we can capture Bill Denis being carried off in his 700th game. Thanks to Lisa Morales, Kendall Clausen, and Mitchell Eade. Great job, all of you. Thank you. We'll just wait for a second and try and capture this moment. There's forming a guard of honour for Bill Denis now, and we'll just stay with you just for a minute or two. Very good performance. Jimmy Newburn and the boys will be very happy with that performance. A good, solid plate win for them. Wyong Lakes and Killarney Vale coming up with the women's very shortly. Just waiting for a historic moment in football in New South Wales, not just in the AFLHCC, but all over the state. You're going to watch something happen very soon. A 700-game player, which is completely unbelievable. It's beyond my comprehension that someone could play 700 times for his club. And we're going to capture this for you on Bar TV. There is Bill Denis, rearranging the trying to get it down the camera, and there we go. Absolutely superb. I'm going to shut up for a minute and just watch. Well done, everyone. And that's fantastic. Great work, Bill Denis. Great work, Wyong Lakes, and everyone, and Killarney Vale. You may be part of history. So on behalf of Lisa, Kendall, and Mitchell, my name's David Redden. It's a very good morning to you. We'll be back with you shortly. See you soon.